Welcome back, everybody, to the Winner's Circle. Dave Little, and I'm joined by Andrew Harris, the winning trainer of the Dave Brower Memorial with Abuckabett, Hanover. This guy's been pretty good to you.
Yeah, he's the OG for us. He started this whole operation with Bill Pollock and Bruce Armand. So for me, this horse is my number one. I love this horse. I go into the barn. He's the first one I usually jog every morning. So this one helps. This helps her heart. I love this horse.
So down the backside, you see 53 and 4 light up, and then you get into a live second overflow. Could life be any better than that?
No, I was pretty happy when I seen Dex slip out there. I was like, "Oh, this is a pretty nifty trip right here." And I was like, "If he doesn't capitalize here, he'll never will." And so when he did, I knew that he was feeling pretty good. And in the last turn, when Dex had a pretty good hold on him and he wasn't running in and stuff like that, I was like, "We're licking our chops here."
It's such a tough division. Do you kind of have to pick your spots because these 47 miles, you can't go them every week?
No, you can't, but at the same time, it's just going to be one of these things where the best horse that gets the best trip wins these races. It's so stacked, this division, and every horse in here gets all the credit in the world. They are the greatest in the country. So for us to just trip out here today was great, feels great. We got a big race coming up in 2 weeks. That's the one we want to trip out even more for. It's a bigger purse, but at the end of the day, the best trip is going to win these type of races.
Let's talk a little bit about your owners, Bill Pollock and Bruce Armand. These guys have been good, a good team for you.
Oh, I love them to death. I love their families. I say hi to Bill and family and Karen and Billy over there home watching us, and I'm so thankful that they got a big win here tonight, and we'll continue the success this year.
How did you hook up with them?
Bruce Armand. Bruce Armand came into my barn I'm going to say he was lawmaker, actually. So we got together through that, and then he started buying a couple of horses with me, and then about 5-6 years of relationship there, and then finally said, hey, one day when a good horse comes available, I'd like to talk with Bill and see about getting him in. And, you know, nothing came up, but then all of a sudden a horse like Abuckabett Hanover comes up, and it's just fate. It's just fate.
One last question. Fun Time by Ama. He looked pretty good this morning working out right here at the Big M.
Yeah, that's a serious horse. He was a serious horse before we got him. There's no secrets there. He's just a ready-made horse, and I'm thrilled to have him. He's just a really nice horse to have in the barn, and I can't wait to race him next week.
Andrew Harris, congratulations. Abuckabett Hanover wins the Dave Brower Memorial for Open Pacers. At this point, I'd like to bring in a very special guest, Laura Brower, the little sister of my great friend Dave Brower, who we lost so tragically in October of 2022. Laura, can you talk a little bit to us about the response that you've gotten in the aftermath of Dave's passing from people in harness racing that you never even knew?
It's amazing, all the stories that I hear, still stories in my inbox, and how long it is, how much everyone loves him. There's always a new story to tell, and I'm always happy to hear it.
Now, you have been quite the harness aficionado ever since Dave's passing, hitting all kinds of hot spots like the Little Brown Jug and the Red Mile. Tell us about some of your adventures in harness racing.
Well, how I chose to honor Dave was to leave his ashes around all the places he loved to be so he could still be there. So the overwhelming response and love for Dave has really sucked me in, that I own pieces of 10 horses right now. And I'm having a great time. He's either saying, you're crazy, or what took you so long?
Yeah, he was a guy who always said to me, I wish we owned a piece of this horse, and now you went out and you've done it.
I'm still mad because it's something we could have done together, but I'm sure he's shining down and happy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I spent every Friday and Saturday with Dave for 5 years, from 4 in the afternoon until midnight. So, you know, I miss him just as much as anybody. Can you talk a little bit about growing up with Dave and the things that made him so special?
Everything was about horses with Dave.
Yeah.
Everything. And I knew nothing. So, you know, I was always in the shadow, and he was always the star, and that was okay. I let him have it. So, and now just being in his spotlight, I can't even imagine how he did it all. I really don't. He's really good at what he did. And I'm just happy to keep his legacy going and people remembering him by seeing me and posting the things I have to do with my horses and the little bit that I have. But it's been fun.
Yeah. Laura, we all miss Dave, but you know, sometimes other opportunities come along, and I know that you and I have forged a great friendship along with my wife, Debbie, and I know that you've met an awful lot of other people in harness racing. So if we can't be with Dave, at least we have these other relationships so that we can remember Dave just the way he was.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends now in harness racing, and you know, when I left Lexington last year, I said, I'm ready to buy a racehorse. You know, I met all these people that own these really great horses, and now I have so many friendships that are just new and just, I don't know, having a really good time. I know why he loved it so much. Really.
Laura Brower, thanks so much for spending a couple of minutes with us, and prayers to Dave Brower. I know that he's looking down on us, and telling us that we did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks very much, Laura, and congratulations to Abuckabett Hanover, the winner of the Dave Brower Memorial Edition 2.